in the book, for death does not mean you and reincarnate. People of that era have left the planet and have traveled through the stars. And every time they die, they get brought back to life in a pod. There are new souls being made every time, so often by people having kids and that. So there's new people being made. But some, like the committed criminal of Damien, go out and have to take on enemy forces in a ship loaded with explosives and weaponry. And once the ammo runs out, they have to plunge the ship straight into the enemy battleship and then be brought back to life. It only takes a week for them to be back together and ready to go back on the next sortie. If you commit crimes, you have to pay your price. That's hell. Hell is no longer a place where you go to. It's what you have to pay. If you just commit a little bit of crime, you may only have to do a little bit of jobs. Damien killed and stole, so his jobs are less. Some are just servants so they can pay off. Some, like him, has murdered millions of people and for no reason, so he has to also go on suicide missions into the great beyond and protect humanity. And where has humanity left? We're still in the exact same solar system. Earth is not being used anymore because all the radioactivity has happened from all the wars. It's resting and it's covered in ice. It's been 300 years since all humanity has left the planet. And now they're living on a big colony, basically their mothership. They're living their lives how they are. Some people are artists, some people are cooks. Life is better for humanity. If you just commit a little petty, oh, then your sentence is less. And then you can live like everyone else afterwards. Flying, there's always you're gonna be your thieves, you're a common thief. It's not a perfect world. Life keeps going on. Lately, Damien has had to go on these massive missions to protect the place. He has 30 years to do it. And then, if he steals or kills someone, he gets longer sentence. Sometimes Marines will take their souls out of their body and fight in battles beyond that. The enemy has got their hands on one of the cloner machines, and now, all suddenly, the clones they were developing start killing the scientists. Like they're Marines. United States still exists. They're all on the mothership, which was constructed by the entity a long time ago. By humanity who was still making rockets to fly, the entity had made a massive ship. It was bigger than the planet Earth. It could hold everyone, but its plans was to do more with humanity. Humanity is to protect the galaxy, its master creation. And if also the United States or China, if they disobey, they also have a secret organization which will sit there and basically control them to a point. But there's a lot of freedom. Sometimes some countries decide to fight each other and they have their own war on a planet to decide this decision. They get X amount of men to use in their fights. Who wins proves their military better, and they get to decide from there. China's government has been changed from the old Chinese government. North Korea does not have the same government anymore. It's a democratic government. So peace has become more often, but the entity wants them to fight every so often just to train their soldiers. Even though the soldiers have lived for 300 years and have died countless thousands of times. When you die, sometimes that means training in a hyperbolic time chamber of time. one day in our life could be 1,000 years for training. So some military requires their new soldiers to die for a little while, like a month, to train enough to be super soldiers. The military is beyond belief. The aliens have tried to take over Earth several countless times and failed because they did not know what was the humans made of. They never known. But that was how everything is. This is prologue to the first episode. A lot will have changed in the future. Thousands of years will change. Humanity will grow, get better with science, and become the best place in the world. Life will keep going. New kids are born. New kids are going to school, living with their parents, and learning to have fun. Technology is going to get the best it ever get. Robots shall not take over because robots cannot deal with the entity. See ya in the next episode of The Void.